dialed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The 5th year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This will be taken short. Powerful running. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's gone. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Third and long. It's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
First down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Another try for Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 64 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. They'll run. This is Brown. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down now, it's Brown. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on third. Goff. Eluding and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kenny Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Henderson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
6-man. Check curls. Mike 50.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Cut! Like 20!
50. All day, just like that.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
What? 180!
off good to keep it himself. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Zerline's kick is up and through. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, here's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Like 20!
Right. He's done.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Jackson flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run on first down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last one, loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Single.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch tight end.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Rams 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gone. going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Being chased out left. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Single. Check. 11.
Now Goff on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Again, Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 54. Mike, 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Are you getting hit? Are you getting hit?
Here's Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's go, D. 24 is the mark. I'm coming. I'm coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's taken down inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On first down, Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson now. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Anthony Averett picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
24's the mic. I got it. 24's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. He may try and run for this. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's been a long day for you.
They'll go to Barkley again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Left, left, left. Watch left, left, left.
Throwing is Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run the counter. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. Ready, ready. Mike 54. Bring it. Hang it. 54 seconds.
Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
You got three down.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. On second and 7, Jackson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
On first down, it's Henderson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second and 7, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Where'd he go?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Back to throw. Gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Out of the gun. Gone. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now gone. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Mikel Roby brings him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 take